Welcome back. This is John Locke, and today we're talking about a concept that you'll hear people in SEO talk about sometimes. Sometimes it is referred to as Barnacle SEO. Sometimes it's called Parasite SEO, which is kind of I don't know about Parasite SEO. For the purposes of today's video, let's call it Piggyback SEO. Because that is closer to what it actually is. Barnacle SEO is a good description though too. I like that one too. So basically, what this is using the search ranking power of another platform in order to elevate your own visibility. And how this works, and especially in local SEO, you're going to find that this is very useful. But how it works basically is you're not just trying to rank your site by itself. Your site is one listing, but you might not be able to get up over Yelp. And in many local SEO situations, you're not going to be able to get over Yelp or yp.com or maybe it's Home Advisor, maybe it's Angie's List or something like that. But usually it's Yelp in local SEO. But what you're going to do is try and be as high as possible on these other platforms in order to generate leads. The whole point of SEO in the first place is to generate leads, to get more revenue. And if you know that you can put so much money into whether it's AdWords or Yelp or whatever it is and get qualified leads, then that is a good strategy. Now, I'm not saying like platforms like Yelp or ThomasNet or MFG or any of these other ones that are out there are a good solution for every type of business. You're going to have to figure out, look at the actual search rankings, what's on page 1 for your particular industry. There might be something that's in the top 5, a particular platform, and you're gonna basically have to try it out and see whether you're getting leads from it. Now that's if you pay for it. Most of these have like a free profile type of deal. Obviously, where most of them make their money is with premium placement. Yelp right now is very, very bad right now. So for a lot of local businesses, it's very much a pay-to-play game right now. Not only is Google AdWords putting like 4 ads at the top of the page in most search results pages. There's 4 ads, then the map, then you have Yelp. Maybe there's like 1 or 2, maybe there's even like 3 or 4 landing pages at the top before you even get to regular sites like your website. Even if it was the top site besides Yelp or whatever else is up there, it would still be like number 4 or number 5. That's like as high as you could possibly get. You're not going to overtake Yelp. But yeah, very much a pay-to-play game in some types of industries, like home services, like contracting, like home contracting, HVAC, plumbing, electrician. A lot of it is like that. So ads at the top, then the map, then you got Yelp. So what Yelp is doing a lot right now is they have 10 sponsored results in some cities before they get to the actual organic listings. So paying for listings, you might have to pay for listings. Now, this isn't always the case. Now, depending on what your industry is, there might be other methods. For example, like I have one client on my roster right now. One of the things that they're trying to rank for, number 1 is yp.com. So what we did was make sure that we got the correct profile for them on yp.com, made sure that they had the right business categories, and sure enough, they're number 1 on yp.com. And another client that's on my roster, they did not have a Yelp profile at all. But when we did that, they started ranking in one of their target cities for that same target term that I was talking about. Yelp is number 1. And then their regular listing for their site is at number 2. So they are number 1, effectively number 1 and number 2 because they're using this Piggyback SEO. Now, like I said, this is going to vary from industry to industry what the sites are that are ranking, but normally you're going to see at least one platform that you can piggyback off of, one other platform that you can attach like a barnacle to the side of a ship and rank on that. So the key to figure this out is how can you get as high a placement on those other platforms that are like up in the top, 3 or 4 or 5 listings in the search results consistently. So oftentimes what it has to do with is making sure that you have the correct business categories so that when they make a landing page for a particular service, that you are showing up for that search in those categories. If your business categories are wrong on those platforms, then you won't show up, and that is the reason why you have to get those things right. The second thing that affects this usually is having reviews. Sometimes there are certain platforms that let you do Q&A, but usually reviews will get you up. But a lot of times too, whatever the platform is, usually they're going to put the paid results at the top. That's the whole thing. So figure out, whether you want to pay for leads and whether it makes sense. Now, for some industries, like paying for Yelp is going to make sense because you're going to get leads that you can convert into cash because you're good at converting those leads and closing them out. Now, in certain other industries, paying for leads is not going to make sense. Now, I will be very honest. There have been times where I've paid for Yelp before. The leads that I got from it were not very good. Now, Yelp is, if you're a restaurant, if you're home services, paying for leads or paying for people to see you up at the top of the page on Yelp, that might be a good thing to do. Now, there's other ones out there too. I have a client who's in the health space, and there's a particular site that deals with what they're trying to rank for. Every single competitor that tries to rank for this term is on this site. So one of the things that I did for them was make sure that they had a profile on this particular platform. And then I pointed out, if you notice, like people that get a lot of reviews on this platform are on the first page. So all the people that were ranking in the top 10 on Google, they had a Yelp profile. They had some local links. They had links from other local websites. Some of those they paid for as a sponsor. And most of them that were in the top 10 were on the top 10, the very first page of this other website, which deals with their particular type of healthcare and their particular thing. So I said, get reviews, fill out your profile completely, piggyback off of this platform because it is currently ranking number 4 for the term that you're trying to rank for. Yelp is number 1, and this other site was number 4. This is the whole concept of Piggyback SEO. It's using other platforms that are already ranking, that are proven to be on the page 1 of the search results. And if you are diligent to make sure that you're on all those platforms, whatever's ranking there, then you are going to get more leads simply because it's a numbers game, and you're going to get the leads from people clicking on those results, not just the people looking directly for a service provider. Hope that makes sense. This is explaining what's known as Barnacle SEO. Sometimes it's called Parasite SEO. I'm going to call it Piggyback SEO because that sounds less invasive and less like something. It sounds more like something that you would want and less like something that you don't want. Piggyback SEO. My name's John Locke. My business is Lockedown Design and SEO. I'm here every single day making videos. I hope you will subscribe. That's it for now. Until next time, peace.